Well, what's up, family? It's your boy Jaheem, President, the host, the founder, it's your preacher, your teacher, and we're back with another episode of Legacy Builders Podcast. Woo! As we as we learn, as we grow together, I really do believe that we are continuing to grow and build our legacy each way, each different way, whatever your legacy may be. But I feel like we have these conversations weekly on Sunday or night, whenever you listen to it, just to help you out. And today, I really just want to talk about we've entered this spirit of Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, everyone who's listening. And I just want to talk about thankfulness, the art of gratitude and the art of being thankful and also reflecting on your year and stuff like that. So last week we talked about do you believe and the power of belief and how excellent that can become and how you really I was asking you a question, do you still believe in your goals and stuff like that. But then this week as I was entering this Thanksgiving week, a spirit of thanksgiving came on me because I was so thankful of the progress and the continuation of how goals and how I'm still able to produce and how you're still able to produce. Because can I tell you this, how 2024 was a critical year for a lot of us. It was a critical year for me because I had to prove within myself that I still believed in the actions, and I still believe that goodness was coming to me even if there was a season of process. And can I tell you this, the most powerful thing you can go through is your season of process. But what comes out of your season of process, or what comes out of that season, is a spirit of gratitude because you have to be thankful for every stage and place that your life goes through. And I know that's hard. Even in the hard season, I'm thankful for every failed relationship. I'm thankful for every failed friendship. I'm thankful for every relationship that ended on its course. I'm thankful for every rejection. I'm thankful for everything because here it is. I didn't want to be that person. You never want to be that person where you don't see and sometimes you don't see failure, because can I tell you this, failure sometimes brings the best out of people. And I continue to talk about this because some of us are so scared of failure. I posted this thing on Threads this week and I said, people don't realize that the spirit of failure can paralyze you more than anything. And so I'm thankful for the seasons where it didn't work out. I'm thankful for this season of where I didn't produce as much as I wanted to. I didn't produce as many episodes. I didn't do that, whatever. When I was in that slump, my camera was breaking and all this stuff. But it taught me the power of being resilient. And I think this year, with the spirit of thankfulness, I've learned the spirit of resilience. And you don't know how important resilience is until you're faced with a bump in the road. And I think many of us, we have been faced with a lot of bumps in the road this year, whether it be grief, where it be relationships, where it be where your jobs. I know for me, dealing with my job, whatever. And so I learned that spirit of resilience and thankfulness goes hand in hand. Here it is. Let me tell you how it is. Because when I was resilient, I became thankful for the little things that I did have. I became thankful for the real connections that I had. I became thankful for the stuff I did have. Do I have the house yet? No, I don't have it yet, but became thankful for what I did have. And so entering this holiday season entering this last quarter and last month of the year. When you hear this, it'll be December 1st. We're in the last month of the year, and I want to start, and I post this on one of my um movement Mondays. I want you to really start counting your blessings. I really want you to start counting the wins that you did have in this last season, because you'll realize that either it will equal or it will outweigh the bad stuff that happened in your life. Can I tell you this? Not every day was sunshine and roses and I was running. No, but there have been days and there have been seasons where it wasn't. But I'm thankful, because here it is. I'm thankful that in my resilience, I'm thankful that even in the hard times, I learned that sometimes the greatest things I'm producing is even working on me. Because here it is, for those who pour, and I talked about this last week, for those who pour and stuff, we have a tendency not to take care of us. And for people who are in a job where I'm a teacher, for my fellow teachers, for my fellow people who just are working with a lot of people, you become emotionally drained and you become emotionally this and that, because you have not presented with the steps and the boundaries. And so you become thankful for the real connections in your life. You become thankful for the people who are pouring into you. You become thankful that you did not cave under pressure. How many of us would raise a hand if they're listening? You didn't cave. And can I tell you this? I am thankful that you didn't cave. I am thankful that even every day you decide to pick yourself up from the bootstraps. You decide to pick yourself up and you decide to keep going. And can I tell you this? From somebody who wanted to give up, it is so hard to continue to keep going. It is so hard to not become negative, and you start cursing everything, and you start getting mad at everything, and you start doing this and doing that. And so looking back at my year, looking back at your year, I started to really to develop a spirit. And it wasn't just this Thanksgiving season. It really hit me around July, because from a going back through all my years, July is really when, or June. No, actually April. April is when many of us stop trying our New Year goals. We stopped that. But when I looked back at myself in April, I was continuing the gym. I was continuing this. I was continuing that. And so I want you to look back. I want you to look back at your year. If you got to do quarter by quarter, if you got to do month by month, if you got to do in a 3 month span, 4 month span, whatever. But I really want you to start looking, and I really want you to start counting everything that went right in this year. I really do. I want you, even if it was getting away from the toxic relationship, if it was setting boundaries, if it was just each day choosing to show up from work, to show up to work. I want you to do that, because this is society that we're living in is so fast paced. And so we get into the stable mentality. Our horses, you got the blinders on your eyes, and we get so blinded with chasing the goal. We get so blinded with chasing our legacy. We get so blinded with, okay, I gotta get married by this time. I gotta have kids by this time. Can I tell you this? My life in high school, I had this weird dream, and you could tell me I had my life planned out. I was going to get married by I was going to find the high school sweetheart. I was going to get married. I should have been married right now. I would have been having my first kid around this time. We would have been looking for a house this time. I would have been this and that, this and that. And when I look back, I start laughing. Here it is. I used to get frustrated because it wasn't happening, but I started laughing because I didn't realize that there were going to be some bumps in the road. I didn't realize there were going to be some stagnation, some seasons in my life where I had to really stop and change and develop a new strategy. I was talking to my twin, and we were talking about some business ventures and she said, Jaheim, it's not that you have the vision, but it's really that you now have to develop a strategy. And so going from that conversation, I was thankful for her because I realized that she saw something in me that she needed to pull out, and that she needed to tell me point blank period that is not that the goals are good, it is that you may need a new strategy. And so here it is. If she had met me, if she had told me that 5 years ago, I would have had a different response for her, and I would have said no. I would have been a bull in, whatever, and I would have ran through. And so no, now I'm creating a different strategy. And so that to say that sometimes in life, when we are trying to build this legacy, there are going to be people that are going to help us, and you have to be willing to receive the help, and you have to be willing to receive that sometimes in life it's not going to go as you plan, but sometimes in life you have to develop that spirit of thanksgiving. And when you have that spirit of thanksgiving, then you won't look at everything as an attack. You won't look at everything as a failure, but then you will start looking at things as, okay, now I rebuild here. Now I pivot here. And I talked about this in some episode early in this year. You have to find when life is telling you to pivot. You have to find when life is telling you to go into a new direction, and you have to walk into that next season sometimes with a spirit of thanksgiving that I may not know how it turns out in the end. I may not know how I get there, but I'm thankful that I wasn't stuck, because some of us are stuck. Some of us are stuck in that image that we created a long time of ourselves, and we cannot get out of it. And so we become angry at the world, when instead we need to be grateful that sometimes life will tell us to pivot, and now we have to pivot with this. And see, when you go into a pivot, you have to pivot with a spirit of expectation that I know in the end I'm going to be good. And can I tell that? Can I talk to you and say you're going to be good? But you have to develop that spirit of gratefulness, that spirit of, you know, looking for the positive, looking for the manifestation, looking for something new, looking for where life is going to take you. And can I tell you this? You're meant, and I'm going to say this every episode, you're meant for great things. I promise you are. I wouldn't be saying it if I did not believe it. You're meant for great things. But now comes the pivot. 2024. We got one more month left in 2024. Now, what is the new strategy? And I think I'm gonna talk about that more in the next episode. What is the new strategy? What are some things that you gotta let go? What are some things, some frustrations that you have to let go? And what blessings did you develop? What strategies did you develop? What different mindset did you develop in 2025 that 2024 that you can carry in 2025, and then you start building on the smaller things or the things that you need to work on? But that only comes from being thankful. Can I tell you this? I am thankful for you. I am thankful for every listener. I am thankful for every person who shared it. I am thankful for every person who tapped on it by mistake, because in a way you're helping me build a legacy, and it's called Legacy Builders Podcast. You're helping me build something. And can I tell you this? I want to help you build. I want to help you succeed. I don't do these things, these podcasts, to hear me talk. I do it because I know there's someone that may be close to me, or there's someone that may be far away from me that needs an encouraging word to let them know, yeah, you're going to make it. Yeah, you're going to build a legacy that not only helps you, but it helps your family and generations to come. But here it is. You got to get into that mindset of being a builder. God, you got to get in that mindset. Here it is, of continuing and developing a movement, not only in physical, but you have to develop that movement in your mind. You have to develop that movement that you're not going to be boxed in. You're not going to let the walls of negativity rise in your life. But when you have a spirit of thanksgiving and also a spirit of movement, you will be able to say, okay, here it is. If I can't go through the wall, I may have to go under it. If I can't go under it or through it, I gotta go around. If I can't go under it or around or through it, I might have go over it. See, there it is. And there comes that mindset where now you're thankful, but you start to become thankful for the wall that's up, because you know what that means. I may have to go in a different direction. And don't let society put you in a blinder spot. Don't let society put you in a place where you cannot believe that you cannot win in multiple areas. You can have multiple streams of income. You can win in a different job field. You can win in the current job field. You can win this. You can win that. You can blossom in your hometown. You can blossom if you move away. You can blossom if you have that spirit of movement and gratitude, that spirit of thanksgiving. Everything, the key to winning in life, let me help you. Let me bless you here as I get ready to close. The key to winning in life is mindset. And if you can win in this, that's why you think commercials are so powerful, is because if you can win, if they can capture your eye gates, if they can do this and do that and bombard this and bombard that, then now they feel like they got you. They feel like they won. And so that's why I'm bombarding your eye gates. I'm bombarding your sound, whatever you were listening, that you're going to win. But you got to be thankful, even if you're not where you want to be. You got to be thankful, even if you're not who you want to be. You got to be thankful, even if you're not who you want to be with. Jesus. You got to be thankful, even if you didn't get that job offer yet. You got to be thankful, even if you don't have the house yet. You got to be thankful, even if you don't have that amount of money, because you know that this ain't the final destination. You know that you're going to win. And you know that something great is going to come out of this. So, and it's so, listen, when she told me that, I could have been like, I said, no. I had to tap into me that, okay, when she said that, I just sat back and listened. I was like, oh, yeah, it's time for a new strategy. It's time to realize that this was just the foundation. 2024 is a foundation. 2024, I had to prove myself that I can do some stuff. And now that I have the foundation, now it's time to build vertically. I couldn't build vertically unless I found a foundation. You can't build. Oh God, that's gonna be next week. I can't tune in next week. You can't build the foundation, or you can't build vertically if you don't have the foundation yet. So that's what this year was. Foundation. Get your mind right. Develop the spirit of movement and the spirit of gratitude. Thanksgiving. And watch how it is. Well, family, that's got it. You're not gonna stay here longer. But family, that's all I have for you today. Also, make sure you are listening and sharing Legacy Builders podcast as we continue to grow and continue to go to where we are destined to be. So I love you, family. Share, like, subscribe, follow us on all of our streaming platforms as we make Legacy Builders a national brand, a national where people are seeking to listen to Legacy Builders podcast. As we get to almost 800 something, we're close. We need to get to 800 all-time listeners before we end this year, and we develop new strategies to win next year. I love you, family. It's your boy. It's your Richard. It's your podcast host, Triune President. See you later.